Hi, so I'm Billy McCall. I'm a senior paid media strategist here at Blue Moon Digital. My focus is on Amazon Marketplace management, paid search, and shopping. And we're here today to talk specifically about marketplaces, Amazon advertising in particular, and some of those holiday trends and things that you need to be watching out for. We're going over for the holiday, kind of tie into just why you should be on Amazon in general. For a lot of you that may have been asking the question, like, why should I be investing on Amazon? What's the value there? I'm already supporting my business across all of these other channels. But it really comes down to the amount of traffic that's on Amazon and how their market share continues to grow. For example, 55% of shoppers begin at Amazon, compared to 28% start on a standard search engine such as Google or Bing. And then one of the other things I would note is the conversion rate. You're probably seeing roughly around 1% to 2% conversion rate on other channels, and sometimes that's even, like, you're probably thinking to yourself, wow, that's an amazing conversion rate. Well, taken that 63% of Amazon Prime members purchase in a single visit. So that what that's telling you is that as soon as they get to Amazon, they're provided an experience where they're going right to the site. They know what they're going to get. They see all of these beautiful product landing pages, and they're converting. One of the keys here would be the fact that from an advertising perspective, that we can support that through sponsored products, sponsored brands, and product attribute targeting that I'll get into in here in a little bit. But a few of the other things I would say is just going into the actual revenue that Amazon's generating. They're generating $200 billion in revenue each year, and that is continuing to grow. So when you're getting into Amazon as a new seller, there are two big things to think about. Am I going to be selling these on my own? Am I going to be handling all of the shipping? Am I going to be handling all of the inventory? Do I want ultimate control over all of my products? Or is it one of those that I want to sell on Amazon, but I want to do it with the least effort possible? Those two questions fall into the two ways that you can be a seller on Amazon. One of those would be Amazon Seller Central, which in short is abbreviated as 3P. And then there's also Vendor Central, that is abbreviated as 1P. And the big difference is that 3P, you have ultimate control. You have control over your inventory. You have control over the products and how they are, and those titles and those descriptions. And it is really valuable if, as a seller, that you want to make sure that the way that you have described those titles and you have those descriptions, that no one else is going to have claim over that. Versus on the other side, for customers that have resellers, or they're concerned about the fact that, I don't have the time to manage that inventory, you can have Amazon essentially do that for you in a Vendor Central format. That's where you'll be sending them the inventory. They will handle the fulfillment. They'll handle the pick, pack, and pull. They handle it all. From an advertising perspective, both can be leveraged. And how BMDI supports their clients is through advertising on both the 1P side as well as the 3P side, both on sponsored products and sponsored brands that we'll get into here in a little bit. But that's your choice. And I would just recommend that you work with your team and internally decide on what's going to be the best position for your business. And there are really three big ways that you're going to be able to tap into that. The first being sponsored products. When you're on the Amazon SERP, what you're going to see and you're looking for your favorite kind of dress shoe. When you're looking on those listings, you'll see at the top, most likely you'll see some listings that are labeled as sponsored. And when you see those products, those are advertised efforts, and that's what we would be able to help support. If you have a product that is that's relevant to dress shoes, that's a bestseller, that is something that you really want to leverage during the holiday, it's really important that you set up a strategy that is supported by sponsored products, tailored to those specific keywords, and make sure that you're providing products that are also suited for that search. And if from a bidding perspective, and optimizing those bids to make sure that we are relevant on the specific queries that you want to rank for, we'll be able to show at the prime times for you and drive that revenue. On the other side of that are sponsored brands. This is more of an awareness driving tactic. This is a spot where if someone is looking for shoes in general, or even a more refined query of pink dress shoes, that you could even highlight at the top of the search results a large banner that highlights your brand and covers that space. This is a spot where it's not necessarily going to drive revenue from a last click perspective, but it is going to drive that awareness. It's going to be high impression volume, and is going to get your brand out there when there is the highest interest and the highest shopping times across Amazon. Lastly, I would say product attribute targeting. This is a tactic that for those clients that have either competitors or even resellers of their products that they want to also rank on those same product listing pages. That if a competitor has a product that is close and is relevant to yours, you can actually rank on their product page. That means that as soon as that customer goes to that page and they start scrolling down to find more information on that product, they're actually going to see your products as a related opportunity. And that's another way to generate additional impressions. Is also a potential opportunity to steal some conversions away from your competitors. Finally, with all of these efforts, one of the best ways to get your product some more relevancy, to drive a stronger click-through rate as they see those products, is going to be either a coupon, a Prime exclusive discount, or a lightning deal. So these are all promotional tactics that you can highlight your products with a great banner that says save 10 to 25% off. You can highlight your products with a lightning deal that says in the next 6 hours this product's going to be discounted by 20% and act fast, and we can set up a limited supply. And then also for your Prime exclusive members, the ones that drive roughly 80 to 95% of your total revenue for most clients, those are ones that you can set up a Prime exclusive discount just for those that they see that is also in different markdown. These are all just different tactics that, complemented by your advertising, are going to drive a stronger click-through rate and then a stronger conversion rate and drive more revenue.
Hi, I'm Matt Horsey, the manager of affiliate services for Blue Moon. So generally we group all of your publishers into categories. That way it's easier to identify who is who, and we can know what is the mix of your program. We find a good healthy mix to be 50% of your revenue coming from loyalty sites, maybe 40 to 45% of that from coupon sites, and 5 to 10%, depending on your brand, from content sites. It's a little different than how most agencies run it, but we find that we're actually growing your overall stream of revenue. We want to grow your client base. We want to grow your average order value. We don't want to just have coupons. And affiliate's generally been a coupon-specific site and tool. We don't see it that way at Blue Moon. We see it as a way to extend your brand, grow your audience with some new sites that trust other sites. So we use a lot of content sites and we use a lot of loyalty sites while still managing the coupon site relationship, so it doesn't come out of fray where all of a sudden you see 25 coupons that never existed and it's on another site and it's a bad user experience for your customer. We've seen in affiliate, it's a really efficient way to get to a lot of content sites, bloggers, and that sort of thing. Even the BuzzFeeds of the world, they're now using affiliate links. They're now using affiliate coupons so they can actually maximize their revenue stream while still speaking to their user base. So we've been able at Blue Moon to actually work with some of the bigger brands like Condé Nast, like BuzzFeed, and strategically grow not only just your revenue, but also grow your potential user base. We're seeing 40 to 50% new customers come from the content side of things, and that's what everybody wants. You have to always be getting new customers, and this is the most cost-effective way to do it. Where we've seen buys in like display that cost upwards of $100,000, we can do the same thing in affiliate for $10,000, maybe even less than that. We've worked strategically with sites like BuzzFeed to actually promote another brand's Amazon channel, and through that we were actually able to sell out an entire line of product that they have that they had never sold before. So there's a strategic way you can work with these content sites to maximize your visibility and your brand awareness, but also maximize your revenue. You're not going to see 50, 60% of revenue come from content sites, but you're going to see 5 or 10% of revenue. It's going to be a higher order value, and you're going to have a much larger lifetime value on that customer. At Blue Moon, we actually focus a lot on loyalty sites. We've had success in the past of just focusing on loyalty sites, and from that, we've kept traffic the same, you keep conversion rate the same, and revenue is doubled. The reason that happens is your average order value goes up when you work closer with loyalty sites. A couple ways you can do that. Commission increases are a great opportunity. You're giving more cash back to people, so they view it as a discount. You don't have to have a single coupon available to your site, but just increasing your cash back. Now people view it as, well, now I can get an extra 5% back, so I'll spend a few extra dollars. So we've increased brands AOV from $80 upwards to $120, $125 just by increasing a cashback value on these loyalty sites. We also like to take out paid placements on that. Think of it as more of a display buy. You need to tell people that you exist. You'll get returning customers, but you won't get any new customers without telling them you have something available on that site. Even if you're a well-known brand, you need to take out some paid placements to make sure people have seen that you're available on that site. 1, maybe 2 a month will work, but we've seen it grow revenues 50-60% month over month just by having 1 or 2 ads that tell people that you exist as a brand. One thing that's growing in the affiliate space slowly but surely is in-store coupon redemption. Promoting your store through the affiliate channel is a newer tactic that we've been using at Blue Moon, but it is growing in relevance and in terms of revenue as well. We've seen it double and triple revenues in the last couple of months for our clients. So if you have 50 to 100 stores in your portfolio, it's something that would be important overall to promote through the affiliate channel.